Satnam. Welcome to your Sacral Chakra, Kundalini Kriya. So this chakra is really all about flow, fluidity, energetically. And it's about balancing, right? Because the second center is all about ease and grace and fluidity, right? Moving through the world swiftly. And so we'll be doing a little bit of breath work to begin to balance your brain waves. And then we'll move into a really yummy Kriya. And the intention is that you feel clear and in flow after. So reminding you to tune into the energies of your second center for today's practice. The color orange, the element of water, emotion, your kidneys, your creativity, your sensuality, and your sexuality, and your pleasure, okay? So optional props are a blanket and a block. If you don't have a block, that's all right. Go ahead and find a comfortable seat. If you'd like to sit a little bit up on a blanket, like I'm doing here, this helps to elevate your hips slightly higher than your knees to open the groin. And just start to close down in the eyes. Allow your body and your awareness to land in this moment. Take a deep breath in through the nose as you gently lift your shoulders up by the ears. And as you exhale through the mouth, drop the shoulders down. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale through the nose, lift the shoulders up. Exhale through the mouth. Release the tension, release the breath. Inhale through the nose, lift the shoulders up gently, hold the breath here. Sip in a little more. And exhale. Go ahead and bring the palms to the heart center. Rub them together. Take a few more deep breaths as you're rubbing the palms together. The eyes are closed. Placing the palms to touch helps to fuse the left and right hemispheres of the brain and calm down the mind. We'll start with our Kundalini tune-in, so find stillness in the hands, thumbs pressed against the sternum, elbows flared out off the ribs. If you're unsure of the chant, I'll place it up here on the screen. It's Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. Now, when you chant Ong, you really want to strike the roof of the mouth with the tip of the tongue. This helps activate your third eye centers. Go ahead and close the eyes. Exhale all the breath out of the body. Inhale deeply to tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Keep the palms touched. Inhale deeply, holding that mantra, bathing in that vibration. Lift the gaze to the third eye space. Gently lift the pelvic floor. Hold and squeeze the spine. And exhale, release. Find your meditative seat. Palms face up on the knees, thumb, index, finger touch in Gyan Mudra. Allow yourself to experience what is. Starting with some breath work, you'll place the left palm down on the thigh and take your right thumb to plug off your right nostril. So the right thumb pad plugs off the right nostril. The other 4 fingers are reaching up like energy antennas up to the sky. You're going to breathe deeply in and out through the left nostril. We'll be here for 1 minute. So the eyes are closed. Right nostril is plugged off. Inhaling deeply through the left nostril, past resistance, past the collarbones, all the way into the bottom rib. And exhale completely through the left nostril. Continue with your deep breathing. Tip of the tongue can gently rest on the roof of the mouth, filling the belly, emptying the belly. Take a deep inhale when you're there next through the left nostril. Hold the breath at the top. Sip in a little more through the left nostril and a little more through the left nostril. And one little more sip. Hold. Squeeze the pelvic floor, lift the gaze, squeeze the spine. And as you exhale, release the plug from the right nostril. Exhale through both nostrils. Find your meditative seat, Gyan Mudra. Take a few calibrating breaths in and out through both nostrils here. Go ahead and take the left thumb pad, plug off the left nostril. The left elbow is fanned out wide so that your left lung can be open and breathing. Close down in the eyes, 4 fingers of the left hand facing the sky, gaze up and in, third eye. Tip of the tongue gently resting on the roof of the mouth, and go ahead and start breathing deeply in through the right nostril and out through the right nostril. Inhale fully and exhale. Noticing where any tension or gripping might be happening here. So relax the jaw, relax the forehead, and know that the more relaxed you are, the more receptive you are to breath and to life itself. Take one more deep inhale when you're there. Hold it at the top. Sip in a little more through the right nostril, and a little more, and a little more. Hold the breath, squeeze the pelvic floor, lift the gaze, squeeze the spine, and exhale. Release your left hand, release the breath through both nostrils. Come back to breathing in and out through both nostrils. And we will do 1 minute of Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing. Now, if you're unfamiliar with this breath, I've linked a video below that breaks down Nadi Shodhana in detail. So you can pause and watch that video. Otherwise, we'll just go for it. So you're going to take your right hand, plug off the left nostril with your ring finger, close the eyes. Left hand is in Gyan Mudra. Inhale deeply through the right nostril. Hold the breath at the top. Plug off the right nostril. Exhale through the left nostril. Stay exactly as you are now. Inhale through the left nostril. Hold the breath at the top. Plug off the left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. A few more moments here, and inviting you now, the lungs, the diaphragm are a little bit more warmed up, liquefied, watery. So deep in the pocket of your breath in this Nadi Shodhana as you balance your brain. Wherever you are, complete one more full cycle. Take your time. And when you're complete, find your meditative seat. Thumbs and index finger touch, Gyan Mudra. Recalibrate, breathing in and out through both nostrils. Let's go ahead and start with some warm-ups now, Sufi grinds. So staying seated, you're going to place the palms of your hand right over your kneecaps. So a nice firm grip like I'm doing here, moving in clockwise directions. So hips stay grounded. Inhale forward, a half circle, inhaling through the nose. And exhale back, a half circle going clockwise. Exhale through the nose. Inhale deeply, rocking forward. Exhale completely, circling back. This is a beautiful warm-up for your sacral center. What you're doing here is getting unstuck in your pelvic bowl, in your sacrum. We're just churning the waters of the body. Inhaling deeply forward, exhaling deeply back. The hips stay grounded, the hands stay firmly planted on the knees. And again, always an option to include the internal mantra Sat Nam, Sat Nam. Inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam. It's helpful to use that internal mantra if the mind feels busy. Wherever you are, my love, just pause and then just reverse the direction. So we're going in counterclockwise directions now. Still inhaling forward, exhaling back. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Long, deep breathing. Moving the stagnant waters of the lower back. Gravity allows the cerebral spinal fluid to sit at the base of our spine, and it gets murky and it gets stagnant. And we hold stuck emotions here, old stories, limiting beliefs, the energies of guilt and shame. So just moving the water and the cerebral spinal fluid in this Kriya helps to enliven the emotional body, enrich the emotional body with fresh air, which allows an opportunity for a new story and new emotions. On your next inhale, come to a neutral spine, straight spine. Take a deep breath, hold the breath at the top. Sip in 3 more times. Squeeze and lift the pelvic floor, pull the navel in, squeeze the ribs, squeeze the back teeth together, look up and in, hold, and exhale, relax. Release the breath, find your meditative seat, Gyan Mudra, and allow yourself to experience the experience. Coming into spinal flex now, you're going to stay seated. Your hands are going to come onto the shin ankle. So thumbs are in the back of the leg, like the calf, and fingers are on the front, the shin bone. You're going to hold firmly. Keep the neck neutral, parallel to the ground. You inhale, use your hands, use the grip, strength of the arms to pull your chest through. Heart protrudes forward. And as you exhale, you round the back, protruding the heart to the back of the room. So you inhale, forward, exhale, back, in, out. So we're going to go at that cadence to begin. And again, the neck for this one stays parallel to the ground. Eyes are closed. In, out, sat, nam, sat, nam. You can go a little faster if you'd like. Again, we're connecting to the element of water here, moving the waters of your spine, opening the kidneys in the back body, letting them breathe and yawn. Keep the eyes closed. Keep a gentle lift in the pelvic floor and really hold on to those ankles so that you can pull forward and use the grip to arch back. Continue on. Got 30 more seconds here. Deepen the pocket of your breath. Strong breathing, breaking the pattern of your breath. When we change the way we breathe, we change the way we live. Inhale, pull yourself up to a neutral spine, tall spine, crown of the head reaches. Sip in 3 more times through the mouth. Hold. Lift the pelvic floor, lift the gaze, relax your shoulders, squeeze the spine, squeeze that murky water out of your body, out of your cells, and exhale, relax. Release the breath. Find your meditative seat. So for the next pose, you have 2 options. I'll show you option 1. Now this is if you have a block and if you don't have knee injury. You're going to come kneeling, seated on the block. So the block is wide. It's on the wide setting. And I'm going to sit my perineum. And again, the perineum is the space in between the vagina and the rectum. It's deeply connected to your root chakra. You're going to place and plug your perineum into the block. Knees remain together, heels are on the outside of the hips, okay? So that's option 1 if you have a block and no knee injury. If you don't have a block, you can just come kneeling, or you can do this seated. So you have a few options. Feel into what works best for you today. Either way, you're going to interlace your hands on the top of your head, the crown. Elbows are fanned out wide. Now, whether you're seated or kneeling, I want you to draw your energy low into the body. Gently lift the pelvic floor. Energetically squeeze the hip points together. Bring your awareness now into your kidneys that are at the very base of your rib cage, and bring your awareness into the dungeon of your ribs. We're going to move our ribs and our abdomen in a counterclockwise direction in circles, like I'm doing here. So the hands are interlaced on your crown, your eyes are closed, and your breathing is long and deep. Again, engagement of the pelvic floor. Energy is lifting up here, and we're sending that energy from the root up into our second center. When we move against the clock of time, so when we move counterclockwise, like you're doing here, it's a very feminine movement. Time, linear, is masculine, right? And we're very comfortable with that. So you may notice that moving counterclockwise feels a little awkward at first, and that's okay. The invitation here is to stay with a smooth, deep breath, even if the body feels awkward. You may notice some heat start building in the body. We've got 30 more seconds here, so continue. Move a little bit faster, round and round and round, connecting to your sensuality, your fluidity, and your ever-changing emotional body. Take a deep inhale. Keep your hands where they are. Find a neutral spine, meaning tall, long. Crown reaches up. Hold the breath. Sip in 3 more times through the mouth. Hold the breath. Lift the pelvic floor. Roll the eyes up into the third eye. Siphon that energy up, 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 up into the higher center. Stay here and hold. Squeeze any stagnancy out of the body now. Stay here, and through an O-shaped mouth, you're going to have a forceful exhale like this. Go ahead. Stay here. Inhale deeply. Hold the breath at the top. Sip in 3 more times. Lift the pelvic floor, lift the gaze. Think of the healing color blue. Blue is very healing for your kidneys. And exhale, release the arms, release the breath, and go ahead and shake the arms out. Shake the arms out above you, in front of you, and to the side, charging up your auric field with glittery prana, healing energy. Okay, so we're going to stay as we are. Again, if this is not working for you, the kneeling position, you can always come to seated. Otherwise, stay kneeling and if possible on the block. And we're going to do a lateral flow, left and right, left and right. Okay, and this is less about the depth of your stretch. Because remember, this is Kundalini yoga. Kundalini yoga is focused more on the breath, the momentum, the cadence, deepening the breath, inviting in more prana, light into the body. It's less about stretching. And so bring both arms down by your side. Inhale through the nose, lateral stretch to the left. Exhale through the nose, lateral stretch to the right. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Left, right, left, right. So we're going quite fast. But again, we're not so concerned about the depth of the stretch as we are with the cadence and the momentum of your spinal fluid in this moment. And so the more engaged and aware you are of your root, meaning pelvic floor is gently lifted, gentle engagement of the lower belly, hips are grounded, the more you have that stable base, the more you can tap into now the sacral center, right? Fluidity, left, right. It's easy. It's flowing. It's graceful. The eyes are closed. The breathing is deep. The hands are very intentional, yeah? So the fingers are together. You're opening up the sides of the lateral ribs. You're opening up the sides of the vertebrae. How often do we move laterally in the spine? Not very often. So again, remember, your emotional body, your traumas, your stories live in the water of your body. So when we're moving and healing and harmonizing the sacral center, moving the waters of your body, moving your spine is deeply healing and cleansing. We've got 30 more seconds here. Continue. On your next inhale, come back to center. When you're there, straight spine, arms overhead. Take 3 more sips in through the mouth. Hold that breath. Lift the pelvic floor. Again, you can think of the color blue, which is so deeply healing for your kidneys. Send that golden, shimmering, champagne, bubbly light up to the third eye space by looking up there. And exhale, gently release the arms, slowly down by your side, gently release the breath. Palms face up or down in the lap, and allow yourself to be with what is and who is. Let's go ahead and come into tabletop. So lifting out of your kneeling position. If your legs need a little stretch, go ahead and take that for yourself. If you would like some water, now's a great time to do that as well. And when you're ready, let's meet in tabletop. So the knees are hip width apart. The palms of the hands are about shoulder width apart. And for Kundalini cat-cow, your heels are touching. So it's like you're clicking your heels together like Dorothy. The inner edges of your feet are touching. This allows a gentle awareness of the pelvic floor by doing that. So it keeps a gentle engagement of your low back so that you don't overextend it in this cat-cow. So we'll start off slow. As you inhale, drop the belly, open the collarbones, chest, throat opens, gaze is up and in. Deep inhale, belly fills. And as you exhale, press the hands into the mat so that you round your upper back and tuck the pelvis under, chin to chest, evacuating all that stale air out of the body. Inhale, drop slowly, deeply open. Exhale, reverse. We're going to continue a few rounds like this, nice and slow to begin. Just gaining the trust of your spine, moving the waters of your cerebral spinal fluid here. And we're going to go a little bit faster now. Again, heels are squeezing and the inner feet are touching. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Sat, nam, sat, nam, sat, nam. We've got another minute here. So I really invite you to bring awareness to the palms of the hands. Open the fingers wide. As you inhale, you're breathing through the palms of the hand, yeah? As you exhale, you're exhaling through the palms of your hand. Bring awareness to your knees and how supported they are, the tops of your feet, the tops of your toenails, yeah? Everything that is grounded, feel that stability. And then everything that is not on the mat, feel the fluidity. The gaze is up and into the third eye space. Gentle lift of the pelvic floor. Spine is oscillating. We've got 30 more seconds here. Stay with it. Stay strong. Inhale deeply, drop the belly, open the chest, collarbones, fill your spine. Hold the breath, sip in 3 more times through the mouth. And exhale, find a neutral spine. Take a moment to roll out the wrists. Bring the ankles back to hip width apart. Roll out the neck. Maybe even let out a few bubble breath, I call it. So you inhale through the nose and you exhale. This just helps to break any patterning in your face, your lips, your cheeks. As you're ready, tuck the toes under, lift your hips, and go ahead and find your downward facing dog, or as we call it in Kundalini, we call it triangle pose. Take a few petals of the knees side to side. Shake the head yes and no. And just notice how it feels to be upside down. And notice how the breath feels upside down, yeah? Can you keep the integrity of the breath? Find stillness in your down dog now. And you're just going to hop, 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 hop. So if you're confused about that, look at the screen, see what I'm doing. We're just hopping little micro hops and breathing slowly and deeply. So even though there's a little bit of chaos with the hopping, you're finding a smooth, deep breath anyway. And what this does is it provides levity. You're literally lifting your body off the ground. So it's providing lightness in the body. And it's shaking off your lower back. It's done and dusting your sacral spine, just removing any stagnant energy. Go ahead and take one more deep breath as you hop, and then exhale, find stillness. Slowly walk your hands to the back of your mat. When you arrive, take a deep inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold yourself in half. Rise all the way up to standing. Inhale deeply, sweeping the arms out to the sides. Palms touch overhead. Reach those fingertips to the sky. Hold the breath. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly fold yourself in half. Soft bend in the knees. Evacuate all the breath. Fingertips on the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Straight spine. Big breath. Exhale, fold yourself in half, chin to chest. Inhale, sweep the arms out wide, clearing your auric field, sweeping out any cobwebs around you energetically. Palms touch, hold the breath, sip in 3 more times. And exhale, hands through heart center. Go ahead and release the arms down by your side, and we're going to do what's called aura painting. This is really good to clear your auric field, to clear your emotional body, to clear your auric body, your radiant body. I like to think of it as sweeping away energetic cobwebs that are around you. And those energetic cobwebs come from projections onto us from other people, subconscious programming, subliminal messaging from social media, Wi-Fi, toxic pollution in the air, the list goes on. And so the key to being emotionally clear and fluid in your sacral chakra is keeping your field clean. So aura painting does that. You're going to inhale, sweep the arms overhead, take a deep breath, keep the pelvic floor lifted so as not to extend or overextend the low back. And as you exhale through your nose, you're going to forward fold, sweep the arms down and back. Feet remain grounded. Inhale deeply, sweep the arms up and overhead, and exhale, release. So it's an inhale and an exhale. Inhale fully, inviting you to go beyond your capacity here. Breathe deeper, expand those ribs, liquefy your diaphragm. Maybe even pause at the top and then exhale, release fully. Eyes are closed. Continue on. Aura paintings. Really inviting you to breathe into your fullness, your capacity here. And as you exhale, release that last little bit of stagnancy, maybe unspoken words from your lungs. As your eyes are closed, find the anchor of your third eye. Dwell there. Find and feel the stability of the earth underneath you, feet rooted, arches lift off the mat. And then find the fluidity of your breath, of your spine, of your body, of your emotions. You can go a little bit faster. If it feels authentic to you, you can let out a ha when you fold down, yeah? Inhale, exhale, ha. Emotional release, yeah? Inhale, exhale, ha. 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 Last few moments here, inviting you to dig a little bit deeper, my friends. Now's the time to let it go. As you inhale, come all the way up to seated. Reach the arms up high. Hold the breath. Sip in 3 more times through the mouth. And exhale. Release the arms slowly. Finding Tadasana, mountain pose. Be with what is. Inhale, lift the shoulders up by the ears. Exhale, sigh, release the shoulders down. We're going to come into a brief tantric exercise. It's bioenergetics, dynamic movement. So you're shaking, essentially. And so the feet are hip width apart, arms remain down by your side. Your feet are going to stay planted. Super important there to stay grounded. You're going to inhale deeply, and as you exhale, see how I'm shaking here. I'm softly bending my knees. My collarbones are bouncing. My shoulders are bouncing. My fingers are bouncing. My wrists are bouncing. The jaw is bouncing. My teeth are bouncing. So you're inhaling deeply, resourcing, breathing into your second center, exhaling, shake it off. Close the eyes. We're going to be here for a few more moments. This is helping release toxicity and old emotions, particularly from your joints, your ankles, your knees, your low back, your shoulders, your wrists, and your spine. Keep on going, feet stay grounded, really inviting you, my love, to exhale and sound it out. Let yourself express. The throat chakra is connected to your second center. So the emotional body, we connect to that and we express it through our throat, our voice, our words, our requests, our yeses, our no's, and our desires. So have fun with this one. 3 more deep breaths. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling, shake your body. Let the rhythm and vibration of your breath move and be moved by the body. And then find stillness. Place one hand on your womb space, lower belly, one hand on your heart. Inhale deeply, lift the shoulders up by the ears. Exhale through the mouth, soften the body. Again, inviting your awareness into your sacral center just below your navel, the color orange. A crimson sunset, water, a babbling brook, a fluid ocean, a still lake. Release the arms down by your side. We're going to come into frog pose now. There's 2 ways to do this. The first option I'll show you if you do not have knee injury. Frog pose creates a hydraulic effect, an up, down, up, down, up, down of the spine, which again, continuing on with the theme of this class, aids in fluidity of your cerebral spinal fluid, fluidity of the lymphatic system in your body, fluidity of blood, right? All the waters of your body, which again hold your emotions. So you're going to come to the top of your mat. Your heels are going to touch, your toes splay out like a plie first position. And then you're going to crouch down here. So the knees splay wide, fingertips are on the earth. Okay? Now your inhale, your hips are going to lift high, the knees come back together, chin to chest, forward fold. So you're actually inhaling on the forward fold, heels stay lifted, heels stay together. Fingertips are carrying about half of your body weight. And then as you exhale through the nose, the hips drop down low, knees splay wide, heels stay lifted and together, chin stays long. That's your exhale. Okay? And then you inhale back up, hips lift, heels stay lifted, forward fold, chin to chest. Exhale through the nose fully, belly in, navel lifts, hips drop, chest rises. So we do that a little bit faster. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Hips lift, hips drop. Hips lift, hips drop. Close your eyes and continue this. Now, for those of you who have perhaps some knee injury, one option is to do the same exact thing, but instead of bringing your fingertips to the earth, you bring them to a chair in front of you. And this just brings the earth a little bit closer to you. Another option is, I'll show the modification here, is to come in goddess pose. The hands are on the hips. You inhale, straight spine. Exhale, fold forward halfway. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. In, out. So this is still creating the hydraulic effect without the tension on the knees. We're going to be here for another 30 seconds. Meet me back in frog pose if you're there. This one's challenging. It's challenging on the cardiovascular system, on the thigh muscles. But you've got 20 more seconds here, my loves. So stay with it, stay strong. And just like Kundalini teaches us, the moment things get intense, breathe deeper. You know, such is the lesson of life. When life gets triggering, when life starts to provoke you, when a relationship gets triggering, deepen your breath and deepen your presence. Okay, inhale deeply, lift the hips, find your forward fold, squeeze the pelvis, hold the breath. Exhale, release the heels, release the breath. Just hang out in a forward fold for a few more moments, recalibrating. You can grab opposite elbows to really calm the nervous system. Okay, so take a few more breaths here. And as you feel ready, go ahead and come down to the ground. Again, invitation to hydrate yourself, replenish. And we're going to be coming into Sat Kriya. Now, I'm going to include a link below to this video with a specific video on how to do Sat Kriya. You can watch that later if this is your first time doing this. I'm going to demo it now and walk you through it. And at some point, it might be helpful for you to watch that Sat Kriya video. Sat Kriya is an incredible Kriya for your lower three centers, especially your sacral center. It's incredible. And so we're going to come kneeling. Now, again, if you have the block, you can come kneeling with your perineum plugged into your block. The heels are on the outside of your hips. The knees are close together. If you don't have the block, just come kneeling into what we call rock pose, right? So the knees are together and the heels are underneath your body if you're not on the block. The heels are underneath your body. This presses the heels into acupressure points in your lower chakras. Really, really grounding. Okay, so we're here. Now the arms are going to be in Jupiter Mudra. So the hands are interlaced and everything except for the pointer finger are interlaced. So your pointer finger's out, that's Jupiter Mudra. Really amazing for prosperity and abundance. And the arms are going to be overhead. Thumbs are overlapped. You're going to inhale, shrug your shoulders up by the ears. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Now, Sat Kriya. You're going to say Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam. And on the Sat, notice how I'm doing it with quite intention, right? It's like a knife. And you're contracting the body when you do that. So when you say Sut, you're squeezing and lifting the pelvic floor. You're squeezing the abs. You're squeezing the ribs. You're lifting the energy from the low belly all the way up to the crown. Your gaze is up and in. And when you say Nam, it has a relaxed feel to it. Yeah? It's like an exhale and a softening of the body. So it's Sut, Nam, Sut, Nam, Sut, Nam, Sut, Nam, Sut, Nam. Sit, Nam, squeeze, release, squeeze, release. Sit, Nam, 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 sit, Nam. Sit, Nam, 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 sit, nam. Inhale deeply into your pelvic bowl. Hold the breath. Palms touch. Lift the pelvic floor. Lift the gaze. Fingers. Jupiter Mudra reaches for the sky. Squeeze the spine. Hold the breath for 5, 4, 3, 2. Exhale, slowly release the arms down by your side as you release the breath, and imagine the gift waves of the universe pouring down upon you. Stay in your meditative seat, palms face up or down in the lap, and just be with what is. As you're ready, gently come down onto your back. Feel free to place a blanket underneath you. We'll be doing one final release before Shavasana. So we're going to be doing the temper tantrum. I will link a video to that below to go into a deeper dive of it. You can watch that later. The tantrum is a tantric release tool. It's an emotional release tool. And again, remember, your second chakra is your emotional body. So we want to keep it clear and current. So the soles of the feet are going to be on the earth. The palms are going to be face down. Knees are facing the sky. Back of the head is resting on the earth. And for the tantrum, you're going to inhale deeply and exhale and then stomp the feet. Stomp the palms of the hands into the mat. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Breathe deeply on the inhale, exhale, stomp, stomp, stomp. Keep on doing that. We're just going to be here for 30 seconds. So the palms of the hands, the soles of the feet are a spot in the body, along with the voice, the mouth, and the genitals, that release the most energy. So when you're feeling stuck, do this, or yell, or have an orgasm. This is how we move energy in the tantric philosophy. 10 more seconds here. Let yourself have that temper tantrum. Let the intensity build. Stay with your deep belly breaths and your long, cathartic exhales. And then find stillness. Take a breath here. Notice the sensations of your hands and your feet. Hands are connected to the heart. Feet are connected to your root chakra. And as you're ready, my love, find your Shavasana. Go ahead and find your Shavasana. Extending the right heel to the edge of the mat. The left heel to the edge of the mat. For this Shavasana, maybe you choose to place your hands on your low belly womb space. Or maybe your arms rest down by your side. Inhale deeply, and as you're inhaling, press the back of your head onto the mat. Inhale, hold the breath, press the back of your head. And exhale, release the back of your head. Release the breath. On your next inhale, shrug your eyebrows up like you've just heard something surprising, creating tension in the forehead, and then exhale, relax the face. On your next inhale, open the mouth wide, breathe deeply, open the hinge of the jaw, and exhale, release. The mouth comes back together, the teeth stay separate. And then we'll do one more big full body tension here. So inhale deeply and squeeze everything. Inhale deeply, squeeze your eyelids, curl the toes, squeeze your bum, squeeze the teeth, squeeze the spine, squeeze the lungs, hold. And exhale, release. Enjoying your Shavasana. Remaining still like a placid lake. Early morning mountain lake. Completely still. Keeping your body still, receive some deep breaths here. In through the nose. Gentle sigh out the mouth. And as you're ready, stretch the arms overhead, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, wiggle your forehead. Maybe even let out a few. Move the neck from side to side. Swirl the tongue around in your mouth. Move your eyeballs around behind closed lids. And go ahead and hug the knees into the chest, taking a little rock from side to side. Staying on your back, keeping your knees hugged in. Rub the soles of the feet together in the air. And then rub the palms of the hands together in front of your chest. So the feet rub, the hands rub. This helps to integrate all the subtleties of this beautiful practice. Stay with your breath. And then we'll take cat stretch. So hug the right knee into the body, extend the left leg long. Inhale deeply here. And as you exhale, take your twist over to the left, carrying the right knee across the body, across midline. Extend the right arm out long and look over the right shoulder. And take a deep breath into your sacrum, into your kidneys, into your low back, into your womb. Squeezing the juice out of this practice. Come back to center on your inhale, switch legs, and on your exhale, take your twist, your cat stretch to the other side. Take a deep breath here. Inhale, come back to center, hug the knees into the body, grab behind the thighs, and start to rock up and down from your shoulders to your hips, shoulders to hips. Eyes remain closed, breathing remains deep. Inhaling shoulders, exhaling hips, until you come all the way up to seated. And again, keeping the eyes closed, the gaze in. Notice how you feel. Notice how you feel physically, emotionally, energetically. The palms are face down or face up in the lap. Receive some deep breaths. Maybe roll out the neck and the shoulders. Placing one hand on your womb, one hand on your heart space. Elbows are relaxed by your side. And before we close this practice, I want to share with you a poem for you from your sacral center. So bring your awareness into your womb space, into your mid-low back. Think of the color orange, the element of water, flowing, fluid, sensuality, pleasure, play, passion. Hello, sweet child. I am the source of creation, procreation, and recreation. It is from my creative spring that you will reinvent yourself 1,000 times over. I am the midwife to your ideas, musings, and wildest dreams, your children, and your legacy. I am the energy center of the dreamer, the dream, and the dreaming, the dwelling place of your intuition and your deepest desires. I hold the magnetic power of manifestation, and through me, all things are possible. I am the seed of self-compassion, kindness, and grace. I thrive in the mystery, the great unknown. Keep me guessing with adventure and spontaneity. I am the flowing river contained by the banks, the rumbling thunderstorms of rage and fury. I am the gentle mist that rises from the falls and the release of dew on the morning glory. I am the ebb and flow of the tides, pulled by the moon, returning you to the shore of all your memories. I am the paintbrush, the canvas, and the quill. Dance with me, seduce me, and together we will make magic. My highest purpose is to celebrate you in all of your uniqueness, to flow to you and through you and carry you to the sea of your greatest potential. Thank you for being here with me, sweet love, and for witnessing me, your river of creation. Aho, and on we go. All my love, your sacral center. Go ahead and bring your palms to touch, rub them together. Take another inhale through the nose, exhale, sigh out of the mouth. And we'll close this sacral center Kriya with the chant Sat Nam. Exhale all the breath out of the body. Fuse your hands together in front of your heart. Inhale deeply to chant. Sat Nam. Inhale deeply, third knuckles to the third eye, thumb knuckles to the third eye. Hold the breath at the top. For a moment longer, hold on to this moment, this practice, this breath. And just like that, let it go. Exhale, forward fold, third eye kisses the earth, fingertips touch the earth. Take a breath here, take a beat here, recalibrate into the newness of you. And inhale, come back up to seated. My love, the truth and the flow in me. Honor the truth and the flow in you. Thank you for being here. Namaste.